This is the Afro Perspective Podcast, the home of over-opinionated young voices.
Welcome to the third episode of season 2 of the Afro Perspective Podcast. My name is Tinashe and I'm joined alongside my co-host Anton, and we've got a special guest today, Medley.
Yes, what's good?
Guan, brother.
In the building, my guy. Oh, from over there, my guy.
So do you remember, peeps, this show is sponsored by Natural Nubian Dolls. You can find them at www.naturalnubiandolls.com for all your black dolls, a lot of merchandise, black imagery, which is very important. So make sure you check them out, Natural Nubian Dolls. Please do like, share and subscribe, and put some comments and interact and things, right?
Yeah, man, for once in my life, I'm actually looking at that still. Like, that might be a good idea still.
Yeah, trust me.
But yeah. What's
so,
good,
yeah.
man?
Yeah, man.
Well, go on, Anton. Take the lead, brother.
Yeah, man. So you say, Medley, you alright?
Yeah, man. Live, man. As good as we can give you right now. Do you know what I'm saying?
How's quarantine treating you?
Days are going by quick.
Yeah.
Well, and they need to right now, to be fair. So, but we're trying to make the best out of it. Trying to make your days useful. Do something positive with your time. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. Do you want to tell people a little bit about yourself, what you do? What you do?
So I'm an artist from Sheffield, specialise in hip hop, dancehall, and all popular music. I make songs, I rap, I sing to an extent, and just make good music. Basically, you get me. I just try and keep it flavoursome. You know what I'm saying?
So I've known you as an artist in Sheffield for a long time, for as long as I can remember. Mm-hmm. When did you actually start doing this thing?
When I left school, we were just spitting bars, and we had like a crew that was in a few youngers that you make crews and that when you was younger. And
what did you have in the crew?
Who would I have in my crew?
Yeah.
Roadrunner, Torment, Intensive, and then we had people that came and went, people like G-Man. Mm-hmm. But it was just us to like start with. You get me?
So were you linking up at this time, like studio or?
Sometimes there's like on the basketball courts.
Yeah,
and then
spitting bars.
That's how it kind of started. And then it was like, yo, that sounds sick on a song, all of us lot. Let's go to a studio, and then boom, got in the studio. And then a lot of man fell off. Like not like fell off, just stopped rewriting bars and stuff like that. But but it got from then it was getting a really, really good views. A lot of people was still checking for it. Like in the Sheffield scene, it was quite big. Yeah. So I just kind of carried it on. I always had a love for the music in it, so I just never really stopped.
So at the time, who was popping?
In Sheffield,
yeah, that you look up to, the OGs that would.
Yeah, there was a few man like obviously there was like All Out, so there was like people like Case and Shinobi, then there was people like Tez Kid. My mom was young, so these people was super older than me. There was K Dot, even though he's more around my age, but obviously he'd been doing music for a minute before I'd even started spitting. So there was people that you'd obviously be like, yeah, I know about him. And there was a lot of crews and that back then. There was a proper scene, a lot of people doing music and putting out music in the scene, and there was a lot of people listening.
So what was you looking to outside of the city? From the big city?
From from back then or just?
Yeah, from back then.
From back then, it was like, obviously like rap. So I like people like K-Cole, Gigs, I can't even think off the drum, like Kano, you get me? So you know people like that, like pioneers.
I suppose listening to your music, you mentioned that you do hip hop, you sing a little bit.
Yeah.
You've got like a dancehall style element. There's some R&B on there really, if you think about it as well to a degree. It sounds like you're covering quite a lot of styles. So I suppose who are your influences from
so sound? The influences are all over the grid when it comes to, because if you look at my playlist, well, if you not look at it, but if you was to go through it, you'd be like, you probably don't look at me like, yo, is this you? Yeah, because I just listen to all sorts of stuff, like all over the board. Obviously, like from like R&B to obviously reggae and old school. Like you go Carnival, listen to soca, you get me. So it's all over the board. So people like Chronics, Vibes Cartel, and rappers from like Jadakiss, 50 Cent, and then obviously like the new school people like obviously like Gigs, Kano, P Money, people like that. You came up that are more obviously like my era. Do you know what I'm saying? So
if you look at the package, how do you identify, in terms of genre? Like, what kind of artist would you say you are?
I don't. This is the problem, yo.
Marketing.
Listen, I'm only just.
I'm trying to think of if I was.
I'm only just falling into like a little like subgenre, whatever you call it. I'm only just falling into a little box as of now, just as I'm finding my sound and sticking to that kind of sound, and it'll probably fall under like dancehall, hip hop, and then like R&B or some shit like that.
Okay, listening to some of your music, because I've listened to quite a lot of it. I would have put you, without sounding not in the pop way, but in the whole kind of Stefflon Don category of where you kind of cover off your R&B, hip hop, your dancehall, and kind of mix all those things together, and then occasionally you'll jump on a 140 BPM and just like smoke it.
Yeah, man, I'm not mad at that, man. Cause she gets some great music at the same time as well. It's marketable. You can hear it in all settings. You know what I'm saying? It can cook. So that's what I'm trying to have music that you can just not be a rapper from the ends. I want to wow the ears. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. That's what I kind of go for. Okay.
How do you feel the support in Sheffield today?
You know what? Yeah, it could be better. I'm not gonna sit down and cuss them. Cause everyone's got lives and stuff to do and stuff, but I do get quite a lot of support in the city when I've got something coming out. People show out and share and whatever and do their thing. I could say it always could be better, but
the only reason why I asked this question is I've heard quite a lot of artists from the city say, you know what, in order to go to actually make it, I need to go to the big smoke. I need to go down to London to make it. But I've always noticed, like I knew your face before I knew who you were, and I've always seen you just in amidst the crowd, handing out mixtapes back in the day. You know those kind of ones. And I see you at the festivals, and then you're shutting down stages. Yep. So it looks like you're getting quite a lot of support from the city. So
I can't complain. That's what I'm saying. Like some people, a lot of artists complain. They come to me like, I'm not really getting some support. And I'm like, people are supporting, so I can't complain, because if I turn around and say, oh, people don't support me, and then the people say, I'm like, well, I was supporting him. You get it? But I do see that. I see you, man.
The ones that are supporting you know themselves.
I see you all. You get me? So it's love. You get me? For what it is, it's love, man. You get me?
So in terms of the scene in Sheffield, what's the scene? What do you think of the scene in Sheffield right now?
The scene in Sheffield right now, there's people that's been here from when I started that are still consistent. There's a few new young faces that are coming out that I like popped onto my radar that are doing their thing. You get me? So yeah, man. As people fall out, people come back in and replace it. Yeah. So there's always a scene. You get me? Something to.
So what do you think to the younger generation?
Young generation, yeah, man. There's some good young artists, man. Like, and they're advanced. I think the youngers are getting advanced for this, like the rapping thing.
Do you think the penmanship's actually quite good?
No, but they can catch on quick. Because I've heard a few. So you get me, like, because the quality of music's gone down, so a lot of people will kind of gravitate to the easier things to do. You get me? But you can when you hear someone that's got talent and they know how to they're patting in the bars and they're like, yeah, you got flavor, you know. You get me? Like you can tell where the talent's at. You get me? Or some people that just want to write bars in the spare time and want to spit them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
So there was a point in your career when you made the move to the big city.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So that was another thing. I had kind of Coco say in an interview the other day as well.
I watched that.
Yeah, you seen it? You seen it over there? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he
Was that the
said,
Daily Devotion podcast?
nah.
You talking about
It was Runners Daily Devotion, yeah, man. Runner, my brother who started this thing with. You get this is my boy's team. I was there watching his thing, and it was kind of it kind of felt like it hit a ceiling, like bang tape thing, and out of sight, out of mind. Even the city, everyone's always looking at you for the next move. So when I was on like TV, I think people going on to be fast. You get me? To see, yo, is he really on there? And or I've got a new video come out. Let me see what this video, like, out of curiosity, like people so there was a lot of support as well, but there was a lot of people just going on there, and I think when you're releasing music, you get me, don't get me wrong, and things are going well, but the fans, people that are watching you, they want to see the next big thing. You get me, like they don't want to see you doing the same thing for the same amount of time.
They want to see trajectory.
They want to see you doing stuff. So even like after a bit, if it gets a bit stagnant, you need to kick it up the arse. So you get me. And so I thought I was getting loads of bookings down in London. The people down there was like, yo, just be around, man. I could get you bookings like all the time. Come down, you get me. So I was like, yeah, boom. Started looking for flats. You get me. Got the flat. Jumped in my whip. Got me like with my shit and went down there, bro. And it was good. I was always on the go. Like there's events on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like
How did you find it being an out of towner?
it's a big place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big place, and the Monday.
It's a big place.
Yeah, especially being a chef, man. Like,
What are you saying? 5 miles? 5 miles? Come walk that, yo. Like, what do you mean? 45-minute drive? Are you for real? Yeah. But it's different. You have to get used to it.
so how did the other artists kind of embrace you down there?
Do you know
Was
what?
it easier being a man from from outside, or?
Yeah, I got nothing but love down there, because it was like in their eyes, it was like you moved from Sheffield. What did you move down to Sheffield for? To do music. That was the only thing I really moved down there for. So it was like, you just moved down to do music. You know, yeah. Yo, that's sick. Yo, I can. You know what I mean? So everyone was just like very supportive with the fact that that's the reason I come down. So there was helping get me in. That's
What point did you decide it's time to go back home?
That's literally what I was gonna ask next.
It was like just before the first lockdown, and I was up and down. Things were just getting a bit dry, like the same things. Like a lot of I kind of felt like not like you can meet more people out there. There's more networking to do.
Yeah.
But as things start to slow down, there was less things happening, and I was just like, there's no point in me like quarantining down here with no one, and I might as well just go back to my family. So I came up to stay for like a month, and then it was like full lockdown, and it was just like, why am I going to go back down to sit in my yard or just hassle my aunt? Because I got family down there. You get me? I was just like, yo, like they're like my dad's sisters and that. I don't really want to like just burden myself on them all the time. You know, they're not gonna auntie. You get me? She's like, oh, is he here again? You know what I'm saying?
So the music business is it's a competitive business.
Definitely.
And I'm sure you've met your fair share of competition in the business.
Definitely.
So let's talk about one of your more recent rivals.
Okay.
I think I seen the smoke on Facebook when the smoke was happening.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the rivalry.
Yeah, man. Ready.
So how did it all? Tell me about the
which one? Which one, man?
I remember the Temps versus Medley thing. You know that, yeah. I took that as excitement.
Yeah,
you know, it was quite exciting.
You know what? I've asked me this one. This is like the first interview since then. You get me? Because everything's been a bit shut down. So this is what happened. I hit 1,000 subscribers on my channel. You get me? And it was quite quick. You get me? I was like, 1,000 subscribers already. Like,
okay.
Bro. So I come on live. I'm like, yo, I'm hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm sipping my Magnum. I've had probably 2 Magnums at this point.
I saw this.
Yeah,
you're talking your shit now.
And I'm like, yeah, thank you very much for subscribing. I'm sipping my drink. I'm saying, yo, because these times I'm still working on the Ruckus tape, but then you get me. So I'm like, yo, mine even dancehall stuff. I'm saying, yo, me are the king of dancehall. You get me?
I'm not even gonna tell you to rap on me after that.
And then I'm saying, yo, me are the king of dancehall. You get me? And I was like, yo, listen. And I was like, for the UK, I'm coming for this. You get me? And then obviously, by this time, there was like 25 people in the live. You get me? And there's people in there goading it. You get me? Like, yo. And then I think it was between one of the guys in the comments and my boy in the background was like, someone, what did he say? Tempo. So I'm like, tempo. I'm like, you don't want it, man. You get me? You get me? I just obviously, you get me? But by then, I've obviously said too much.
Did you realise what that was going to cause?
But
yeah.
I'm just a mouthy guy. I don't think before I speak in it.
But did you say it in a light-hearted way? Like, was it more music banter?
Yeah, it was a little bit light-hearted. No, in fact, no, because he sampled like this. There was no humble. There was no humble. I actually heard it, in fact. I heard it back. There was no humble. Oh gosh. Yeah. So
how did things escalate from that then?
So he heard that, and my cousin, I've obviously got a few of them on them on Snap and social media and blah blah blah, and he put something up on his Facebook status, but I've normally had him on Snap, but all of a sudden I can't message him or nothing. You get me? I'm thinking, what's going on? You get me? Mm-hmm. Boom, I mentioned it to my cousin. You get me? He's gone on his Snap. You get me? Boom, he's like, took a picture of the mic and said something like something smoke. You get me? My man says, yo, I think he's gonna send for your blood. Yo, just gear up. You see it? You get me? I said, okay. Geared up for the first thing. He dropped it, went straight to the studio. You get me? Put my thing out. Obviously, this was like as well the first kind of war dancehall tune that I've done. It was more before. It was more tunes. I've never just like done it, but it was fun, and I got it out real quick. You get me? So I got that out.
Did he chip?
Literally, because I sit and do it if I have to. Especially sends, you've got a lot to write about. You get me? So you can. When I'm a subject person, me, when it comes to writing. So if I've got a subject like Valentine, I can wrap that in an hour and a half.
So did you guys work together before?
Not honest. We've never done a song together, but we've been in a lot of studio sessions.
So you were cool. You were cool prior to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were cool. You get me? We were cool. Yeah.
So
it was friendly competition at the same time. You get me? Like,
I kind of got the sense that it was a musical thing. I didn't. Really
it wasn't like
on site.
It wasn't like the AK thing. You get me? It was more friendly. You get me? We see each other in the dance. We bush joke about it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so yeah, which.
But
I found it.
It come to a point where it had to be a couple months afterwards because the rooms were still open. Do you know what I'm saying? After all that, because then it come to the second one, and it just went out of control from there. It was just like, got a bit painful, but yeah, we sorted it out in the end, and everything was alright.
Would you work on a track with Temps?
Probably not.
Everything not alright.
Probably
Bugsy can work with Chip.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I stuttered in it, so I might as well say probably not. You get me? I sound like a dickhead, but like, do you know what? Yeah, if we could probably work on something. Because like I say, I'm a bit of a perfectionist and body, blah. You get me? And I don't know. We could probably make something happen. You get me? But I don't know if it would work. You know what I'm saying?
Because if it's worth warring each other, if it's worth having a lyrical battle, then that means you both have enough talent to work together and do something sensible.
What does it though?
Which I think that when I watched that, I think you won still. But what I will say is I was impressed with what you could do. Like I was like, oh okay.
It was shit. That was like a bit of a. It was like a challenge. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to wow. So that's what I.
So if somebody else was to challenge you, would you?
Yeah. Definitely.
I say it's on the
I want more challenges.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
You be careful with that, you know.
I love it.
Somebody.
I don't send for your bread, G.
No, listen to me good. Somebody, when that came up, somebody messaged me and they were like, yo, get me, that brother, and Medley in a studio. One mic.
Yeah.
Ready.
What to record a song or to clash?
No, bro.
would you be open to like, you know, one-on-one clashes?
Just about
Like,
Well, guess what? I got drama for you right now, yeah? So, there was certain entities from Sheffield that wanted to set it up. You get me? We were going to do an open mic thing, couple DJs. You might have seen it on social media, was all setting it up. We was going to do it because Sheffield had never seen a dance.
I think I see. Yeah. I remember. I think I got tagged in that. Actually. Yeah.
There was people putting in money. Yo, people was like, yo,
yeah.
I'll put in 500, and those people put in 500. There was like two grand on the line. You get me? I was like, yo, I'll clash right now. You get me? Let's go. And it just didn't end up happening. You get me? Like, I just don't think he wanted. He said the money wasn't right. But
I remember that. Yeah.
how wasn't the money right? Like I said, right? If in all fairness, charge what you charge for standard booking in it, and we'll just go from there.
For the culture.
I didn't even want no. I didn't want no money. You get me?
You're gonna get money anyway.
Yeah.
Because you charge what you charge for a show.
You get me. So charge that. You want £1,000. You don't get £1,000 for your show. So why is everyone gonna pay $1,000? Everyone lost interest when he started talking all that.
I remember.
You get me? So it was just like,
Okay.
Actually, go on. I was a jumping. Go on.
Go on.
Nah, I wanted to know because obviously, I've been listening to your music for a while, and for some of them, you always have the other people that you put on the track. So I want to know how you choose.
How I choose. So
who goes on your songs?
So, if I see the talent, or I see your work rate, or you're an artist, you're putting out music, and I like your style. I think I can jump on a track and add to something what you do and make it a good song. I want to collab. I kind of grew out of the just making music with my mates, just for the sake of it. You get me?
You find that counterproductive?
Yeah, I think like sometimes I could get a good one, and I could be in the studio with Mick, John, Jeff and Jason, and Jason and Jeff don't really spit, and my bit was immaculate and everyone else's bit was dry, and I'm like, I've got an album 2 albums ago, you get me, and I let one of them songs slide onto the album, you get me, and every time it comes on I kind of have to just skip it, you get me.
Mess with your masterpiece.
Yeah, mess with the masterpiece, but because it's like I couldn't really, I was a bit, in fact, then again, I'd probably say it in a nice way back then. I probably didn't know how to say it back then. Like, no offense, but I don't really want to put that on my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? But now I wouldn't. I'd do that. You know what I'm saying? Back then, I probably don't. I don't think I would.
So how do you take negative feedback?
It comes and goes. Not everyone's gonna like what you do. You get me? And I try and do something for everybody. Like some people say, you need. All I hear from artists is like gun stuff, so I try and do some positive ones and some storytelling ones and some funny things. And
how do you pick a subject?
So I just go with what the beat goes like. So back to the negative things, like obviously everyone's gonna come with something that you're not gonna like. It's music in it, you get me, and obviously it's close to everyone's heart, so. You just kind of, if you've got thick skin in it, you can just push it off and just carry on. You get me? You know what I'm saying?
But do you ever take some of the criticism and apply it to better yourself as an artist?
Yeah, definitely. Some people say, yo, you could do this, or whatever. Like, people have been telling me to pursue more dancehall in my culture and in my music more, because I used to rap. And, you get me? So it was easy. And then... you need to do that more. So when I started doing it and people started getting the good feedback, you need to do more of that. I started diving into it a bit more, and here we are today. Do you know what I'm saying?
So how do you think you've grown as an artist?
Definitely found my sound where, as you can hear from the album, the mixtape, it's just all come through. I think I know where I want to be, what it's gonna sound like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like comfortable.
Okay. Go on. Easy. Now I want to get onto the mixtape.
We'll go.
Okay, so Ruckus mixtape.
The Ruckus mixtape.
I want it in my car. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a week, I didn't get past track 5.
Okay.
Yeah. What I noticed initially is track Take One was sounding. It's sounding very, 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 very good. Like it sounded like production wise, the lyrics that you put on the track, it almost sounded something like that your American Rick Ross could jump onto. It just sounded a lot more grown up. So is that part of your growth and development?
Definitely as well, because not everybody like. I kind of think there's certain hype songs on there. You get me? There's something on there for everyone. You get me? But if I did the album more, it needs to be more grown sounding for me. Now I think I'm probably a bit. I feel like I'm a bit too grown to be chatting shit on every song.
So when you're constructing your body of work, I don't know, you want to call it a mixtape, you want to call it an album, I'm not quite sure. But when you're constructing your body of work, are you thinking about the fans when you're writing your songs, or are you just taking influence from the songs themselves, or from the music themselves, instrumentals, or how are you putting that together?
Sometimes, like when I just go with what the beats sound like and what the beat says to you. You get me? And what kind of genre of song that I can hear coming from that instrumental. You get me? And then I work from there. So sometimes I'll be like, well, can I even say that? Oh, people that sounds a bit crazy still. I can't write that. You get me? And I go back. So I do think of what people are gonna think like at the same time. But sometimes people say, I don't think you should release that. You know, you said a bit of a mad thing on that one. But I'll be like, nah, man. It is what it is. Bad man tracks. It is what it is. Yeah.
And the reason why I asked it is because the way that the body of work is constructed. So you've got some songs for the ladies on there. You've got some songs where you can just think about it and kind of just, you know, in your meds. And then you do have some song where, you know, you want to put on your leather gloves and run up on Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So
it's a mood setter and it's an album. So when I listen to good albums, they've all got a bit of everything on it. You get me? Because I'm an album listener as well. When someone puts out a project, I listen to the albums from start to finish, and then I'll pick the good songs from the album, stick it in my playlist. So
did you go with the approach of making a lot more songs and then picking 14 for?
Yeah, because normally I do a ridiculous amount of songs.
Okay.
But I didn't want like I said, to a lot of albums, people do a lot of skippers. Yeah. And I didn't want no skippers. You get that?
You've got a pretty impressive body of work. Your discography is pretty decent at your age. How long does it take for you to put a track together?
So if the instrumentals, so from the instrumental suite, you can hear it, yeah. I could probably get like a verse and a chorus in about 45 minutes. You get like from the environments, right? Sometimes if I'm in my house on my own, obviously I can take longer because I've got no time limit. But if it's a thing where sometimes you just go into the studio and just go off the top.
Do you put pen to paper or do you just...
I write in my phone now. I used to put pen to paper.
You write in your phone?
My handwriting's now.
You see the man on the booth and they're just thinking with the phone. Right. And to be fair, they've been doing that for years now. Yeah, people have been doing that. Right, yeah, for me it seems a bit long because you can't see as much.
Yeah. It's like having a pen
to paper.
I used to see my cousin do. Yeah,
my phone broke before Christmas, and I was like, I tried to revert back to writing. I'm like, this is long. My mind's working faster than I can write. So I just
So can you type faster than you write?
Yes.
Okay.
I
don't know if I can do that still.
Yeah, I can type faster than I can
But you
write.
see the man in the booths and they've got the like that. So I'm guessing.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
I just want. Yeah, we've got.
I want to throw a wild question at you.
Got a wild one, random one.
Who's the next artist to bust from Sheffield, and why?
Who's the next artist to bust from Sheffield? Let me take a quick think about this. Let's see. To do something that I think is going to do some good stuff. I'm gonna say Zilla. Zilla, man. I've just done a tune with him. I'm not just saying that because I fuck with him. I see what he's doing. I see how the dynamic of music's setting out. You get me? I think that the people are gonna like.
Shout out to Mzilla.
You get me? So.
What track number was he on?
Why do you keep him going with this number thing? You get me? Just say what the song's
That's
about.
how my car works, you boy.
Okay.
Yeah, which song was it?
What does it go? I know what. Yeah.
What song was it?
It's called Drum.
Okay.
I like the visual.
This drum.
Yo, it's the drum one with the video.
Yeah.
I like the visuals.
The visuals are sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his verse is hard, I can't lie.
Yeah, man.
So big up Mzilla still.
Yeah, man. He's got that sound. He's got that sound. You get me?
So, what are you working on at the moment?
So right now we've still been recording new music, even though I've just dropped a project, video and whatever. I'm filming again for my single that I'm going to be putting out on top of the video, because that was just like a net video. More music for the summer, because we don't know what we're going to be with the shows. So I'm just going to literally flood the internet with just music, content. Like I say, we've got all my content on my channel. I've got my little cooking thing that we're doing. You get me? If we ever get back on the stalls or the festivals, we'll probably have a stall on there as well. Yeah. So we're just waiting to just open up to just kick everything into gear, innit?
Okay, you want to tell the people where they can find you?
Well, so you can find me Facebook, Instagram at Medley, Medley, Spotify, Apple Music, same thing, Medley. Yeah, so just hook me up, go listen to the Ruckus tape, leave me a review, make it public, if you get me. So voice your opinion. I want to see what people say, you get me? Obviously these are my people, but these man said they like it, but don't take their word for it. Just go listen to it for yourself.
I will commend you online. Like the Ruckus mixtape is one of the best things I've ever heard. Like it's sick from start.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man.
No worries. All right, man. Big up.
My brother.
Respect on man as
Yeah.
brother.